Aaron Heiser with Maker's Leather Supply, and this video is to talk about our new belt-in template set and also our strap-ins templates. Two different sets with two different purposes, even though they look kind of similar. The belt-ins here are for your buckle, or correction, your buckle and your billet ends of your belt to match where your slots and holes are, and it's to help you get them nice and lined up and placed appropriately. Real self-explanatory. You just take and set it right there on your leather and go ahead and you can mark where your holes are going to be. And then I left it to where it's basically the holes are big enough to mark, because I don't know what size hole punch most folks are going to use, whether they use Chicago screws or line 24 snaps or any other kind of snaps for that matter. But it's a really good template for the belt fold over on the buckle end. And then again for the billet end, there's 6 holes on this. They're spaced 1 inch apart. And then also you can see that there's lines on this when the paper's removed from the back. You can use those lines to center it over different size straps from 3/4 of an inch all the way up to 1.5 inches. So that is the belt-in template set. They're $8.95 at makersleathersupply.com. And then over here we have the strap-ins template. Okay. Now this set is for different size straps. On one end of every one of them, there's a 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inch, and 1 3/4 inch template in here. And on both sides, or on each one of them, on one end is the English point template, and then on the other end is the half round. So depending on how you want to cut your belt ends, there's an end on each of them for you. Real simple to use. You just pick the appropriate one for the size strap you have. Like here's a 1.5 inch strap. Here's a 1.5 inch template. And you can take your knife and go right around the edge of it. The knife is magnetized to a needle there. My advice is you go kind of light with the first cut, and then you come back and do a heavier cut after that. I need to sharpen this poor Terry Nipchild here. It's a workhorse, and I haven't sharpened it in quite a while. So there you go. Trim off the double cut there. And there you have it. 1.5 inch round. And then, of course, there is the English point, which is actually easier to cut with one of these templates than the round is. I haven't quite released on that side yet. I've got to sharpen this knife. There we go. English point, round point. Thanks for watching. And this set is this set is $18.95. Again, there's 5 different sizes of strap ends on it, and they're available at makersleathersupply.com.